what we encourage our folks to do when they go to the shoe store is to pull the sock liner out of the shoe. And even in a keen, this lady's making a good, wise choice. Even amongst the keen, though, it's still subtly widest at the ball and not at the ends of the toes. And if you're okay with me using your foot as an example, is that okay? Can I have you take your sock off?
Particularly awful feet.
Oh, no. Well, everybody thinks they have awful feet. They do. They do. Yeah. So if I could have you turn and face the audience here. So if this lady came to visit us in our clinic, we would ask her to stand on the sock liner, and we would encourage her to choose a shoe where her whole foot is on the sock liner. Now you'll notice that even though she's choosing a very wide, flexible shoe, her foot is like 90% of the feet we see in our clinic. 90%, even in a wide width shoe, the foot will actually, as you can see, be a little bit wider than the liner. And what that means is that if the leather is soft, she can pouch a little bit, but what that also means is that her entire foot is not on the sole. I would further encourage her to be thinking about using this silicone product we're about to talk about, which will bring her toe into that natural alignment. So if she's also up for a demonstration, I will demonstrate to all of you how I'm going to put her toe over here in a moment. I'm going to ask her to pronate. We'll all see how much she can pronate. We'll all notice. She'll feel how much she can pronate. In fact, let's do that now. I'll slide this out from under your foot, and I'm going to roll the pant leg up just a little bit more. Are you all familiar with pronation and supination? Okay. So I'm going to ask her to go ahead and roll her arch into pronation as much as she can. Her kneecap is pointing off in this direction. Her foot is pointing off in that direction. Look at where her big toe is. Now I'm going to ask her to supinate. Good. Yeah, knee is coming back around. Now I'm going to pull her toe into natural alignment. And fortunately, she still has the flexibility to do that. I have a lot of clients in my clinic that cannot do this. So now what I'm going to ask her to do, notice I'm not touching her arch. I'm just touching her big toe. I'm going to ask her to slowly pronate her arch.
What are you going to pronate?
Exactly. So essentially, if we could take somebody like her, and if we were concerned about pronation, which I'm really not, she has a really nice, stable, strong, high arch, we would want to do just what we demonstrated there. So when you're meeting people and they're saying, well, Dr. McClanahan, I'm an overpronator, or they're saying to you guys, well, I'm an overpronator, I've got a flat foot, they might be partially right about that. In other words, if their toe is off like this, and by the way, this is 90% of us, their arch will be more mobile. And you all saw just a moment ago, and she felt what her own arch can do if we can enable her to have that position.